Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Mile High Biker. In this video, we're gonna go on a ride on our new bike. Let's take a look at it and then we'll ride it. Cherry Creek State Park. If you watch my channel, you'll see this place in a lot of videos. It's super close, pretty, and fun to ride around. All right, so some of the gravel, there you go, around the lake is deep and loose. Okay, and this thing just plowed right through it. Can you see? I mean, deep, loose gravel. When I do this route on the X, it's a little harder. With only 700 by 40 tires, I'm usually staying off to the side, or you can see the line up here people take. With this bike, it's tires that are wider than they say they are. I can plow down the middle of this. Woo. Might have to correct every now and then, but this thing just goes. It is so stable. Tires that are bigger than they say they are. Here we go. Oh yeah. Plows right through. Going through the gate, we are at the dog park. Cherry Creek Dog Park is awesome. One of our dogs would do well here, Fern. My dog, Lila, the shepherd, yeah, she's just too aggro with other dogs, so. But this is a cool, huge off-leash park. Cuties. Ready. And the almost brindle looking thing. Oh, pretty. Nice. And a Sheppy mix. Okay. I love how the first one you can just run into. We've made it to the end of the dog park. So there's this cool, like, abandoned part of the park that's just outside the dog park. I'm sure in its heyday, hey, look up at this grill, it's huge. Probably was party central up here. Cool pavilion. With a big old fire pit place thing. Somebody's been in there. They left their hat and some other things. There's like chicken bones and shit over there. Could be doing some hoodoo. I don't know. Okay. Which has, sand. A lot of sand. And with its big tires and big wheels. And I got no derailleur to worry about, buddy. Oh no, almost. All right, everybody, we're on break. Let's talk about the new bike. So it is a Gravity Deadeye 29 single speed 29er mountain bike, fully rigid, and it's an inexpensive bike. I found it on Bikes Direct. It's widely available there in most sizes. I kind of actually wanted the largest size, but I ended up getting the second size down. It's kind of like a medium large, maybe. I don't remember specifically what the size is, but I will look it up and put it later in the video after this little talk. So this ride is so great. It is solid. I was itching for a 29er, but I didn't want just another trail bike. I kind of miss the Marlin, you know, but if I wouldn't have sold the Marlin, I had to like sell and buy up is what I did for the Norton. So of course now the Norton is much more affordable, but anyways, I wanted a 29er, and the main purpose for this bike is actually to be my winter commuter. It could be any day commuter, but I wanted something that had big tires, clearance for days. This thing will fit up to a 2.8 inch tire, biggest clearance of any bike that I have. The tires that are on it they say they're 2.35. They are more like 2.5, 2.6. They're wide, they're beefy. They're heavy, they're inexpensive tires. You know, the whole bike was inexpensive. I only paid about $400. So, but I am loving this bike. There's only, there's going to be some changes. The first and biggest change that I'm going to have to make is the ratio is a little low right now. It's a little slow pedaling to work and being on the flats and being on pavement a lot. For today's ride, it was perfect. I mean, the gear was just perfect, honestly. Maybe this would be a sweet bike to have an alternate wheel set, or at least alternate rear wheel, with a different size cog on there, so that when I'm not commuting and I want to do more adventure riding, I would have an easier day climbing. But I definitely am going to put a taller gear on there for my main commuting, and that'll be in a video coming up soon. We'll get to work on that. But it's so much fun to ride. It's cool having a fully rigid big bike like that. So it's important, I think, when you're riding single speed to either have a fork you can completely lock out or have a rigid bike. Break for the birds. When you're riding single speed, you want to be able to have a fork that's either rigid or that you can lock out. And it's one of the things that drives me nuts on the GT is that old fork. You can't lock it out, and it's a very squishy fork. And so a lot of your power gets soaked up and doesn't transfer to actually moving the bike. Now on this thing, all your power gets transferred down to the ground, and it just plows. I have had it out in some snow, been through dirt, sand, deep gravel, as you saw. And with all of that, it just plows right through it with those big tires. It's no problem. Now let's go over the bike, see what it is and what the components are. This is the Deadeye 29 from Gravity Bikes. It is their single-speed, fully rigid mountain bike. The frame is an advanced hydroformed, oversized, custom TIG-welded 6061 aluminum. The front triangle has gusseted down tubes. The rear triangle has horizontal dropouts. The front fork is a rigid 29er fork, chromoly bladed, and it's got triple brazons on both sides for all the stuff that you want to mount on there. In the back, it comes stock with an 18-tooth cog, although I have replaced that with a 16, and it is 32 teeth on the chainring in the front. I also have on this bike my Rock Bros pedals, which I stole from the GT. The Deadeye 29 comes with Tektro mechanical disc brakes with 160mm rotors in the front and the back. .2 alloy seat post with my WTB Volt saddle. That is not the stock saddle. The stem is also not the stock stem. I took this from the Norton. I believe it is 60mm long. The handlebars are the original flat handlebars, and they are 720mm wide. We also have the ergon grips on there. This thing comes with beefy Chow Yang tires. They say they're 2.35, but they measure closer to 2.5 or 2.6, which is the stated max for a 29-inch wheel on this bike. You can put 27.5-inch wheels and get up to a 3-inch wide tire. The crankset is a square tapered Samox alloy, 175mm. The wheels are JTech forged aluminum with sealed ball bearing hubs. Alright, well, thanks for watching this video. You know, I love this bike. Initial thoughts, it's going to be bomb-proof, and I think it's going to be perfect for what I'm using it for. You know, it's going to be great. So it's time for me to finish this ride. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.